There are millions of Nigerians abroad who have distinguished themselves in various fields. They have acquired requisite education, exposure and training over the years, and many of them have gone ahead to become employees of labor, deploying these skills into running their own successful enterprises. What's more, a good number of them, whether large or small, want to invest back home. They want to replicate these successes in their home country and create jobs for their own people. So having recognized this group of Nigerians and the enormous socio-economic potential they carry, the Bank of Industry and the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and the Diaspora are here to sign a partnership that will create structured financial resources and an enabling environment for them to invest at home. The BOI acting MD Waheed Olagunju makes a case for the initiative.
This is going to be a structured channel with the support of the government of Nigeria, BOI being a government-owned development finance institution. So it's certainly part of our mandates to mobilize resources from within and outside the country for the nation's development. We all know that, for instance, in a country like India, it has become one of the centers of ICT in the world today. And this was made possible by Indians who were in Silicon Valley, for instance, who honed their skills in the US and have gone back home to develop the ICT space in India. You know, the Jews are all over the world. Filipinos, Singaporeans, and then of course Bangladesh. You know, Bangladesh in particular, not Singapore and other part. Those from Bangladesh, they mobilize resources for national development, and personal home remittances account for foreign exchange in a number of countries. And we also told Nigeria that many sites that have been reported in this country, an average of maybe 20 to 25 billion US dollars annually coming to this country from Nigerians in diaspora. So what we need to do is to ensure that resources are properly harnessed for national development. And in the area of entrepreneurship, that's where the Bank of Industry comes to play. A number of diasporans have become experts in many fields. They want to come back home and invest. In the medical sphere, for example, there are a lot of things that can be done in the country. We'll be spending a lot of money on health tourism, sending Nigerians abroad. But if we're able to develop our health facilities in Nigeria, which a lot of Nigerians in diaspora are willing to do, certainly to help stem the outflow of foreign resources in quest for medical attention outside the country. And we also know too that we can feed a lot of our SMEs, or primary producers, into the supply chain of diasporans who operate abroad. In a country like the US, Nigerians who are dual nationals of Nigeria and the US can access resources from the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, OPIC, and also the US Exim Bank to invest in Nigeria along with the American friends and associates. So those are things we are trying to ensure that we formalize through these MOU. One of the advantages foreign investors want to take of Nigeria is a huge return on investment. Prior to the recession, Nigeria accounted for ranked as the fourth country in the world in terms of return on investment, with 35% average. And then in terms of ADI inflow into Africa, we ranked #1 for many years. You know, so we know that a lot of foreigners and a lot of Nigerians abroad want to come and invest in Nigeria because we don't earn such returns in most parts of the world. You know, that's not the kind of this country. So we're going to be working with a lot of development agencies abroad who are supporting Nigerians who want to do business back home in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. We have them in the UK as well. In the food business, for instance, diasporans eat their own food. Nigerians will like eating our food. And a lot of these products can be supplied from Nigeria. That's what I mean by saying that we can link our SMEs in Nigeria in the agro-allied space with Nigerians in diaspora abroad, so that they can supply them the inputs they require that Nigerian restaurants abroad need a lot of input from Africa. And in the area of handcrafts too, just last week we signed an MOU with the National Council for Agriculture. Nigerians abroad will serve as outlets for selling Nigerian handcrafts that can be used as gifts even by Nigerian embassies and high commissions abroad.
The senior special advisor to the President on Foreign Affairs and the Diaspora, Mrs. Abike Dabiri-Erewa, expresses delight at the Bank of Industry's leadership in the partnership while announcing modalities for the program.
Today what we're doing is innovative. What we're doing is going to change the issues about Nigerians in the diaspora who want to come home and be part of what is going on in their country. What we're doing today, for the first time, we want to have a structured, coordinated approach to Nigerians in diaspora who want to be part of investments and ongoing things going on in their country. So, and we want to commend the Bank of Industry for leading the way in this regard. And you know what, like Mr. Lagujo has said, we're talking about huge, talented, experienced, successful Nigerians in the diaspora who really want to do something back home. And we're looking at the big and the small. There are the big ones like in the healthcare, agriculture sector, science and technology, who want to do things back at home. So we're providing a platform and the wherewithal to be able to do it. There are also the small ones. You know, recently you recall that we've had Nigerians being returned back to the country. They left in search of greener pastures. They've been coming back, and you'll be surprised that some of these returnees actually have skills that could be enhanced. With this kind of agreement, we can have a little funding for these Nigerians to, get involved in some SMEs, hairdressing, any different kind of skills that they can develop themselves and be better citizens and contribute to the growth of their country and to themselves. So really, this is just, I think the MD has said it all, but we are happy that we're doing this today. We're happy that we're taking steps that will encourage Nigerians in the diaspora who are willing, who are excited, who are actually anxious about doing things in their country. Just last week, I met a Nigerian in Canada. He's already in Nigeria. He's provided jobs for about 23 Nigerians. It seems small, but with support like this, he can provide jobs for 100 Nigerians. Imagine we had 100 of such. We'll be talking about creating jobs and investment opportunities and also exporting goods and things out of Nigeria. So for us, we're excited about this. We look forward to a move today that will impact positively on Nigeria, on Nigerians in the diaspora, and on every one of us as a nation. There's going to be a web portal, there's going to be a place you can call, somewhere you can go to for Nigerians in the diaspora and your relatives who want to be part of this. There will be somebody to talk to. We'll give all that information out. So all this coming into the country and just not knowing where to go will be a thing of the past.
That's our show for today. The Bank of Industry has stretched its tentacles to reach Nigerians wherever they may be across the globe, making funds available to them so they can thrive. Reach out to the Bank of Industry today, visit any of their branches spread across the country, or visit their website at boi.ng. I'm also available to respond to your inquiries on Twitter at KAY Alayande. Follow the Bank of Industry on Twitter at BOI Nigeria. BOI has also made it easy for you to apply for loans online. That's in a bid to shorten the turnaround time for processing loans. Simply download the BOI SME Loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. To watch previous editions of the program, go to youtube.com, type BOI Weekly in the search area, and there you'll find other editions of the show. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kaide Alayande. Bye now.